Arsenal are out of the Carabao Cup semifinals. We've lost 4-0 on aggregate to Newcastle, 2-0 on the night in an embarrassing fashion. These guys could not hold their own. They really, really, really gave it up and lost in a fashion which we were our own worst nightmare on the day. William Saliba, stinker. Odegaard, stinker. Raya, stinker. The whole team just not up for the fight today. Newcastle were the better side. You can't blame referees. You can't blame injuries. You can't blame you can't blame anybody. Today we were terrible. From the beginning to the end, we were terrible. And there was never a moment where I felt like we were going to get back into this game. There was never a moment I said to myself, you know what, we're going to go on to win this game. Martin Odegaard is the captain. He's the lead. He's supposed to be one of the leaders in the team. He's supposed to be one of our best players. And today, his stinker led to the capitulation. What on earth are you doing in a situation where you're one-on-one? Sorry, you're not one-on-one. You have an opportunity to score on goal. You have a defender diving. You have another player beside you. You're literally there taking a strike on your right foot, and you completely miss the entire goal. Now, if I show you guys the lead up to the first goal, what on earth was Martin Odegaard doing today? This is Martin Odegaard in a position to score 1 minute before Newcastle get their opportunity to score. The ball goes and he doesn't even hit the target. I hate to say it. You put Bruno Fernandes in that situation. You put Kevin De Bruyne of old in that situation. You put friggin', I don't know, Ethan Winery in this situation. They at least get the ball on target. The ball most likely is in the back of the net, and it's 1-0 Arsenal. We're down by 1 goal aggregate. This is where the game changed. This is the moment where the game changed. Everything was in our hands. Martin Odegaard, bury that goal. 1-0. We're back in it. We just need to go and continue to fight. But no. What happens? Dubravka takes the ball, strikes it up the pitch. Alexander Isak makes William Saliba look like he's not even there. He just picks the ball out from under him, gets it onto his right-hand side. He turns around, takes a ball, strikes, hits the post, and lucky deflection into Jacob Murphy. But Newcastle deserved it from that point. They were the better team. They gave us a nightmare on the counter. They gave us a nightmare trying to play the ball out the back. They forced us into errors left, right, and center, and we were nowhere near our best today. This was an absolute disgraceful performance, an all-time stinker from the boys. And off the back of such a big win versus Man City, you would expect better from these guys. You'd expect better from these players. You'd expect better from the best players in this team. David Raya has been one of the better performing players in the team throughout the whole season. He makes a horrific error. And when I say a horrific error, I mean a seriously bad error today. What was he thinking? Passing the ball to Declan Rice in the position that that Declan Rice was in. In case you didn't see, Raya in front of his goal is debating what to do. He then decides, I am going to pass the ball just outside the 18-yard box to Declan Rice, who's being covered by Fabian Schär. A center back is covering your defensive midfielder in your own half. Instead of passing it to Saliba, who's on the right of you, you pass it to him. The mistakes, the cataclysmic mistakes that we've been making today is not the. I don't know what causes these errors in these kind of performances in these kind of tight games. Is it the pressure? Could they not handle the pressure? Because I'm pretty sure there's been a lot of pressure situations which we've gotten out of, but today was unexcusable. Mikel Arteta is looking at that team and he's saying, what on earth are you guys doing? Uncharacteristic mistakes from the likes of William Saliba, the likes of David Raya. Now, I get it. I get it. Martin Odegaard, he's been making that mistake too much lately. I'm not gonna get on to him. I'm not gonna give him a pass at all. But David Raya, in case you guys didn't see it, I'm gonna show it to you guys again. We're 1-0 down. We have the ball in our own half. You have a player next to you. You can pass the ball to Saliba. You can pick the pass to somebody and bypass the defenders. But instead, he passes the ball to Declan Rice. What happens? Similar to what we did to Man City. They win the ball high up the pitch immediately. Boom, 2-0. Game done. From there, the game was done. From there was no fight back. And the substitutions told you that. I'm just going to sit here and say fair play. Fair play. Newcastle, fair play. Better than us both legs. Much better than us both legs. You deserve it. You wanted it more. You deserve it more. You get it. Good job. Also, Alexander Isak is clear of Erling Haaland. Alexander Isak is worth every fucking penny. That man is worth every penny. Alexander Isak is worth every single penny. That guy, we need to do whatever we can to try to get this guy, Alexander Isak. He gave us nightmares. Nightmares. The ability to win the ball high up the pitch, the ability to create for his teammates, the ability to get in front of goal and finish off chances himself. If he wasn't offside, he would have had a goal. He created the first goal. The second goal, I know he didn't have much to do. He didn't have much to do with the second goal. It was our own error. But everything these two legs, out of the, if I'm not mistaken, out of the 4 goals scored in this leg, in these 2 ties, he was directly involved in 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken. Alexander Isak has been unbelievable. And if you guys think that 150 million is too much for him, you're mistaken. Because this man is well worth every single goddamn penny that Newcastle paid for him. And if somebody's going to get him for 150 million, they're going to get their money's worth. I think he's the best striker in the world right now. Genuinely. I think he's better than Erling Haaland. I think he's better than Kylian Mbappe. I think he's better than all these strikers in the world right now. And Kylian Mbappe, I know he's not a striker. I think he's better than Lewandowski. I think he's better than Harry Kane. I think he's better than everybody. He's doing this at Newcastle, guys. If he was in a better team, he would be bagging. He would be backing record goals. If Liverpool sign him, if Arsenal sign him, if Real Madrid sign him, Barcelona sign him, this guy is ready for that next step. And Arsenal should do whatever it takes to get him. But boy, over these 2 legs, he might go and get Newcastle their first trophy. I hope Newcastle beat. If it's Spurs, I hope they beat Spurs. If it's Liverpool, I hope they beat Liverpool. I hope Newcastle go and lift the trophy. I know we're not going to do that. We're not going to lift this trophy, at least. We're not going to lift the FA Cup. We're out of that. What we're looking forward to is warm weather training. We're going to Dubai, guys. We're going to Dubai. We're going to Dubai. Who gives a fuck? You had the whole January window to sign a player. No, but Ethan's coming back soon. Oh, but Martinelli's injured now. You know that, right? Martinelli's injured now. We're down to Ethan, Trossard, Havertz, and Raheem Sterling as our only attacking options. The injury crisis gets worse. The injury crisis gets worse. And you know something? Getting out the cup, understand. We were already 2-0 down. Fair. They beat us. We can't complain. But getting an injury on top of that, getting a player out now for a couple of weeks or something else, that hurts more than this loss. Genuinely. Because now Martinelli, we don't know how long he could be out for. If Martinelli's out for a couple of weeks also, we're fucked. We're fucked. Better hope Martinelli's not injured for a serious long time. We better hope Martinelli's not injured for a serious time. Because if Martinelli's injured for a serious long time, boy, the season's going down the drain. If Martinelli's injured, that means we only have Raheem Sterling, Trossard, Havertz, and Ethan. Those are our only options. Nobody else. No one's going to save us. No one's going to sign. It's February 5th. The window's closed. You had all January to go and get somebody. Aston Villa offered you Ollie Watkins. You didn't want it. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. We got two. Let's see what you guys in the comments are saying. See what you guys in the comments are saying. You guys in the comments all saying stay humble. I see you. See you guys all talking shit in the comment section. You know what? Fair enough. We deserve it. We perform like that. We deserve a lot of criticism. Now, the players and the manager deserve a lot of criticism for today's performance overall. Mikel Arteta and the players, they did not show up. They did not show up. They did not do anything to slow down the performance. They did not do anything to make us better. And you can't avoid criticism for anybody today. Simply, you need to go and get a striker. You simply need to go get a striker. You need to go get a forward player who can finish their dinner, because in these tight games, there's too many times where we leave ourselves suffering. It's simple. Odegaard misses his chance. They go up the other end. They score their chance. Tie done. If we were a little bit more clinical, or we had somebody who's a little bit more clinical in the forward line, we would have finished our dinner. It would have been 1-1. It would have been 1-0 on aggregate, 2-1, and we could have potentially got back in it. Hopefully, this is a lesson learned. Go home, prepare for Dubai, get yourselves refreshed, because this shit is embarrassment, bro. Already spoke about David Raya today. He was a shocker. Odegaard, shocker. Saliba, shocker. Isak, solid. As for the cup, we're not winning no cups this season. We're not winning nothing this season, unless we somehow fluke a league title, which Liverpool don't seem like they're going to give us any moment or any breaths. I don't see us getting anywhere near the Champions League either. Arsenal's not winning nothing this season, guys. Let's keep it real. Honest truth, we're more likely to leave this season with no trophies and just challenging for the league and getting maybe semifinals of the Champions League if we're lucky. That's really what we're looking at. Reality sitting in. These guys had an opportunity to try to go for something now. They basically wrote off the season by not making a signing in the window. It is what it is. Arsenal, same old Arsenal, leaving us short. Disappointed. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's talk about these players though. Players' performances. David Raya today, he gets a 2. David Raya gets a 2. What did he do? He gave away a goal. He made 1 save. Conceded 2 goals. David Raya today gets a 2 out of 10. Terrible performance. Timber was all right. I'll give Timber a 6. Saliba, uncharacteristic mistakes from Saliba today. Terrible performance from Saliba. I'm going to give Saliba a 3. Saliba had himself a horrible game. Gabriel Magalhaes really didn't put a foot wrong, but we conceded 2 goals, and he wasn't really involved in those 2 goals that were conceded. I'll give him a 6. Miles Lewis-Skelly, once again, one of the guys with the most tackles, with the most duels won. Once again, one of the most impactful players in the game. I'll give him a 6.5. Solid performance from him. Declan Rice created the most chances, also was involved in one of the errors that led to the goal, but it's not really his fault. Raya put him in trouble. I'll give him a 5. He had a decent performance. Thomas Partey. People are really getting onto Thomas Partey today. It wasn't really his fault today that we lost 2-0. He didn't put too many foot wrongs. I'll give him an overall solid 5. Martin Odegaard. Disgraceful performance in front of goal. Hit the woodwork. Had 4 shots. Barely any of those shots went on target. What was he doing for majority of the game? He got subbed off after 61 minutes, and he's the captain. Martin Odegaard gets a 2. Terrible performance from him also. Trossard got injured himself and had to come off after 61 minutes. Luckily, he continued to fight on. Trossard gets a 5. Solid performance from him. Kai Havertz, what did Kai Havertz really do? He had 1 shot, didn't really do much, barely had any touches. I think he had 11 passes the whole game. 4. Martinelli got injured. played 37 minutes. Not even going to give him a rating, negative or positive. It is what it is with him. Ethan came on. He played well. I'll give him a 5. Mikel Moreno, why did we sign him? He hasn't shown anything to say that he's more than just a squad player. We spent 35 million on a squad player. I guess that's what 35 million gets you in today's market. Raheem Sterling, why did we sign him? Why did we sign him? Calafiori. I'm not even going to say why did we sign Calafiori because I think he's a good player, but once again, mismanagement of funds in the summer really hurt Arsenal this season, man. And Jorginho came on also. At that point, it's just to get some of those tired legs off the pitch. Overall, Arsenal were a disgrace today. We've been a disgrace for the last 2 legs. The 2 legs that we faced Newcastle. Newcastle wanted it more. Newcastle deserve it. I hope Newcastle go and win the trophy. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm out of here. Let me see what the super chat says. Jaden in the house saying, you better not make excuses for Arteta today. He is not good enough. He's not good enough. That win against City was a fluke. Even Tottenham battered City at City's ground. I wouldn't say it's a fluke, bro. But I'm not sitting here making excuses for anybody. We were terrible today. It was a terrible overall performance. Everyone deserves criticism. And I'm pretty sure you guys need to understand that. But yeah. Haaland was spot on. Stay humble. Sure. Anyways, we're going to wrap it up here, guys. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. I'm not feeling so well, so you're not going to be seeing me on any other channels. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Down to earth. It says this guy. Down to earth. That's all it happens. Yeah, you know what? Fair play. Stay humble, eh? That's all you guys are gonna say. Fair play. Have a good one, guys. We're out of here. Peace.